got ourselves Sagandi. What a good name. What a good name. You got the full. You know what? I like the helm. I really like those not Nerubian helms. The ethereal helms that work with some sets really well. Zarkino. I'm gonna call him Zarkino. Actually putting Sagandi in a really rough spot is gonna go for a quick fear, not letting him get that blind. Oh, avoiding this completely. It is gonna be a flash of light as Zark backing up out of there. And Sagandi, are you playing the Herald of the Sun build? That is the question. Reflected a Hodge. That is a diabolical move. It's gonna get a second win kicking in. Short stun right after. Sagandi no longer has a bubble. Is gonna go for Dawn Light healing. He's on a full defensive. He does get a small dot onto Zarkina, but he's on full defensive. Zarkina is still taking a little bit of this damage over time. Does go for a roar. Sagandi is taking that bleed damage, though not in a great spot. Bob and Lay on Hands are the two things he still has access to, unless he's already used Lay on Hands at some point. For Zarkina, he does need to get that second win kicking in as soon as possible. That reflected a Hodge, though, was insane. Is that a new illusion on his weapon? Yes, it is. Yeah, you don't have it yet? Dude, it's a really good one. I actually think this is one of the best weapon illusions they've added for this expansion so far. Hodge, unfortunately, it's an immediate use of a Hodge. For Zarkina, did not ever reflect for this one. It's going to pop reflect just to dampen some of the magic damage he's taken into a full stun. And Shockwave is going to be blessing of protection, lead by the warrior, trying to see if he can back up out of it. He knows there's an immunity. He just got to run out of it. I don't know what he can do in this situation. I don't know how you could live. Waiting out the Bob until a fear comes through. You still are not. It does use Avatar just to remove the slow off of himself. Oh, unfortunately, does go down with Sagandi taking him out. With the Paladino going to be up next. Is Hockey Mister be back? We'll do. We'll do. Gonna whisper Hockey whenever we got a group, we got a spot. Sagandi does not have a bubble or Bob this time around, though, so for Palm, he might just have everything he needs to take down the Paladino. Paladin's taking lots of damage. Lay on Hands may not be enough. He's already breaking through those defenses. That health bar that you just completely reset. Try to go for a kick, does not connect. Short stunner to Sagandi. Still could go for the Searing Glare. Is going to connect with a Searing Glare. As Palm, I think, tried to go for a fear, did not land it. Palm needs to make sure he got himself that's reflect for a Hodge. Sagandi's completely drained of mana. He got nothing to keep himself alive. Reflect? No, he is going to go for a wall. It's going to be enough, I think just enough to keep himself alive. Is going to be able to recover a little bit of health. Every single Bloodthirst you use right now is helping him tremendously. It's going to be a stun, full burst, Avatar, everything is available. Sagandi has nothing left. A Palm does it, a burning, a blaze stone towards the tail end. Is going to be flurry down. Reflect up. Brandala just needs a little bit of damage. Palm does get to escape it for a second, blinking in just to try to see if he can end it. Shockwave, Brandala does end up taking him out, with Herdsblatt going to be up next. Shadow Crash right under Brandala. Try to see if he can get himself a good angle there. I need to get that illusion. It is such a good illusion. It really is very good. Sean out of Brand, but not in melee of Herds. I think it's just trying to see if he can potentially just maybe just pressing buttons just to try to keep Herds away. Silence to follow as he's trying to go for a glacial. He's gonna need to block this, or not. I am not sure what happened. What was the block? Charge in by Hacks right after. Herdsbite immediately with the Vampiric Embrace, picking up a lot of healing with that desperate plea for a second. Hacks is up in the air. Hertz needs to back the hell out of there. He is looking for cover. Gonna need a lance or two. Flash of lights are helping him tremendously in terms of recovery. The pet is in play to do some damage. And next stun by Hacks could be huge. Hertzblatt could be in a rough spot. Does avoid Torrent. Does land a Void Torrent. Is going to be an interrupt, however, but the Rift is in. Stunned right after. Trick and a follow is going to be huge. Haunt with that Sigil of Spite. Herd's gone for a Disperse. It's going to get a lot of recovery, but he's not in an amazing spot. Imprison, I think, stops the recovery. No, he does not. I don't think the Imprison stops the recovery. Silence on a Hacks. Actually, while Silence, I'm pretty sure he can interrupt, can he? I think he was only able to interrupt what the Silence went through. Is going to go for switcheroo. We're better start sipping that sippy cup, boys. Better start sipping that sippy cup. Shadow Priest with Void Shift is a weird one. I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna allow it. That's what sometimes is really hard to tune and balance, but I'm gonna allow it. Panic so hard, handshake it. Yeah. That would be an explanation as to why you would block, but definitely gotta have those frozen nerves of steel. What is this? Dude, what is this rift? It's like a frisbee. It started up like a frisbee, flew after Hacks. He's going to take a lot of damage from that. Immunes it just to make sure he doesn't take that much. Herdsblatt, I think, is actually in a good spot. He's got a Trinket. He's got VE as well, a Desperate Plea coming up. Is it Desperate Plea or Desperate Prayer? Is it Desperate Prayer? It is a DP of sorts. That's all I know. He got DP for hacks and he got DP for himself. He is a voyeur and adventurous type. Oh, Shadow Word Pain. Oh, Shadow Word Death in the end is gorgeous looking. Not gonna lie. Ovi is going to be up next though. Hertzblatt at least got some defenses to work with. Big damage. Immediate Kingsbane. Hertzblatt is under a ton of pressure. Age is proccing right now. He does not have a P disperse. He's taking so much damage though. Ovi just has so much bump. Oh my goodness. Demoniac is going to be up next. Ovi, you are playing up against a rogue. You are playing up against a rogue. Looks like there's still dots on Ovi, and he was using those dots to make sure that the sap is what was going to break. So he's Phantom Knives it out. Does get Demoniac out in the open as well. Demoniac catches a reset. Phantom Knives cheap shots him. That is huge for Ovi. He's able to get the dots. Shiva to Demoniac to try to see if he can slow him, but he does land a kidney shot. Trinket blind to follow. As you see, is Demoniac trying to see if he potentially commit some cooldowns. He did not use anything though. He did not use any cooldowns, unfortunately. He didn't use Deathmark, Kingsbane, nothing. It's going to be some dots out of Ovi. Just someone to Demoniac. He's again just trying to make sure Demoniac is, if he goes in for any kind of cooldowns, he's trying to see if he can disarm him and stopgap a lot of that burst as best as possible. Demoniac though, he's actually just continuing to press on the advantage here. He just needs a clean kidney, potentially just a Kingsbane without a death mark. But Ovi, kidney shot, no trinket available. Does Demoniac commit cooldowns? I don't think he does. No. Vanish shot for Ovi. Cheap shot. Does Ovi have cooldowns? Ovi got cooldowns. I think he just got to send him. I think he's got to send him a Demoniac. It's going to be full Kingsbane. Death mark and everything. Short cheap shot. Wait a second. I think Ovi turned it around. Demoniac is melting. Ovi turned it around. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Ovi knew. He was like, you know what? I'm under a lot of pressure. I need to make a play. Otherwise, I'm dead. I cannot wait. I can't wait for a perfect setup. I got to land a stun, sink the daggers in, let the blades do work, and let him bleed out on the floor of the Grand Arena. And I think that is the only thing you could have done. Maybe you could cloak it, because it looks like potentially Demoniac did not press cloak. But I think those bleeds are still really rough. I guess what you could do is when you get hit by a kidney shot, you immediately trinket and gotta find a way to turn around on him. Yeah, that's all I can think of. Disarm, however, Ovi does have it. Demoniac didn't. Where's my comment? Hopefully it is here. Hopefully it is there. As where is waiting. Actually, it looks like where is kind of giving Ovi as much of a chance to catch up and get himself a full heal. So anything you got to keep yourself alive, Sippy Cups is letting you get a full heal at the very least. For where, I do wonder if it is a better move for him to go Bad Rogue. I don't, who, Ovi? I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Killing spree. Oh my God, he just went in all guns blazing in the opener. Didn't even give him a chance. Holy. Oh, he's trying to see if he can find Ovi. Eyes are available either their side. It looks like eyes are picked up. He should be able to see Ovi here. Grapples in, gets him in combat immediately. Got himself evasion in case he needs to. Kidney shot, Ovi with a trinket. I think Warren needs to go for trinket himself potentially. No, he already used human racial. Wait, does Ovi turn it around? Huge Envenom. Hold on, does he have another one? Massive Envenom. Massive Envenom. That was incredible. That was so good. Ovi, his assassination brings it back, baby. Let's go. That is so good. Let's get another one going here, boys. Yeah, uno más. Boris and Kevin, let me know if you guys still got 5. We'll send another one going.